Alright, we're back. Sorry about that, folks. Yeah. I did not realize that it echoes that much when I'm, using the webcam here. So I guess I'm gonna have to definitely bite the bullet and get a headset or something. That's gonna be really annoying. I don't think I've ever actually watched my own videos. I really should. But we'll deal with that for later. For now, let's go ahead and get back to it. You know, Alright, so I do have these. I never checked my own saddlebags, did I? Huh. That's funny. There we go, more saddlebags. I have a lot of stuff I really need to, Wow. Alright, well, in any case, let's go ahead and talk to our folks here. Oh, such lovely little cottages, and they're on the water. Oop, Lamont said that she would bring the information to us. I wonder what she meant by that. What a comfort to have our lodging sorted in advance. And not having to... There we go. Peshiqua. Welcome to the Ford Cabins. Alright. Once again, not sure why I'm using a Southern Texas accent, but oh well. That's right. The reservation is under Lamont's name. If you don't mind, I'll leave my companions to you. Certainly, sir. I didn't realize that's a lady. Oops. I'll go track down the third promise. Once you finish organizing your gear, you can meet us outside Jabalyav Tie. Pronunciations, Richard. Pronunciations. Greetings, Wizard of Tilial, and welcome to the Ford Cabins. Whenever you're ready, I will show you to your rooms. Alright. Wait at the designated location. The lovely beach. I wonder how far out we can go. Pretty far, it looks like. Wow. It's a fair distance we can go here. Okay, so we can't go off the rocks into the water or past them. Still a fair distance, though. It's really nice. Like, you know, there's the one town near Limsa Limita at the beach too, but it's very nice here. Nice little tavern. Are those stairs up? Those are stairs into the second floor. Maybe the third floor. Oh, here we go. Oh man, just look at these vistas. I'm not using that term right, but look at this. Look at these views. It's amazing. Just absolutely beautiful. Man, I hope people watch this VOD later. Oh well. Alright, let's go ahead and keep going then. Await your companions and embark on the rite of succession? Yes. Admittedly, it's Saturday morning in the US, so everyone's probably still asleep. Trust you to be the keenest to head out, Celessa. Head out, Celessa. But where are Aaronville and Wuklaman, I wonder? Right on cue. Oh, good, you're all here. Who might your companions be? Seeing as we needed information, I thought who better to get it from than the locals. These two hail from the villages we're thinking to visit. I give you credit for taking the initiative at least. What do you mean, at least? I am honored. The third promise would seek my advice. I, too, am happy to answer your questions. Any encounter might be an opportunity to do business. Thank you both for your help. Before we begin, there will doubtless be other occasions when we need to act independently, so I brought these for you, two of you. Ah, link pearls. What's this? 'Tis called a link pearl, a gemstone harvested from a special shell. When linked together, they allow people to communicate across great distances. Is that so? What a handy thing to have! But you can't play Minesweeper on it. It'll be very useful on our travels. Speaking of which, I should get back to introducing my two new friends here. Please, ask anything. I'll gladly tell you anything I know. Chris? やるんじゃなかったの? I said you can't play Minesweeper on it. What a struggle luck to forge this connection to the palace. May it be the beginning of a profitable partnership. Nice. Is there a reason the Pillow all wear those masks? Even up close, the Hanu was remarkably similar to the Vanu. Aside from those brilliant feathers, of course. Who should we speak to first, do you think? Voklamot may not be as experienced or accomplished as her brothers, but she has an affinity for the people. For her, finding those willing to cooperate is as simple as asking. The Tolial saga features a number of Tural's clans. Two of those, the Hanu and the Pelu Pelu, have settlements relatively close to the city, so I brought a representative of each. As I mentioned before, the Hanu are a cheerful people who love their festivals. They make their appearance in the Lay of Reeds. Their home village, Okanu, is located in Kozamauka. The other smaller fellow is one of the Pelu, a clan of business-minded folk from Urkopacha. They appear in the Lay of Gold and craft all kinds of marvelous goods in Huachinpelo, their village. Now, as for deciding which village to visit first, why don't you put that adventurous instinct of yours to work for us, Celessa? Pick our destination. Upon completing this quest, the main scenario will branch into 2 quest paths, just like Endwalker did. Accepting the quest from the helpful honey would temporarily prevent you from accepting the quest from the approachable Pelu, and vice versa. The second quest path will become available from the respective NPC once you have completed the series of quests from the first path. Furthermore, story elements and quest rewards will not be affected by your initial choice of path. Seek with the NPC you prefer, and embark on the trail for the rite of succession. I trust your instincts. Okay. I think we'll go Pelu first. Get some information, and we can also possibly find some cool stuff there. The quest to Kozamauka will become available once you've completed the quest series beginning with the approachable Pelu. To Urkopacha. The approachable Pelu is awaiting your questions. What is it you'd like to know? Our main concern was confirming the state of the road ahead. As I recall, to reach Urkopacha, we depart from the Arch of the Dawn, and then take the road west to the first fork. Should we be aware of anything along the way? That is indeed the way to Urkopacha. After the damage wrought by the recent downpour, however, you'll be doing more stumbling than walking. But do take heart. When it comes to rugged terrain, we have the most dependable solution available. Come with me. We'll be back to talk to you in good time, friend Hanu. Meanwhile, you can eat your dinner fill at Shabalyav Tev. It's all been arranged. That's very nice. Chill out, have some tacos. So I can order anything I like at Shabalyav God. Shabalyav Tev? Anything? The third promise is too generous. Alright then. Wing of Protection Scout. Do you have a new dawn, a new hunt? I'll come back to this later. For now, let's go on to the first fork. Alpacas, of course. Alpaca Keep. Because no chocobos here, I guess. Welcome. If it's an alpaca you need, then look no further. Before we get you saddled up, I'll need to add your name to our register. I'll make things smoother next time you need a ride. So instead of chocobo porter, it's an alpaca porter. Got it. Talking to a peddler before he departed was a wise decision. I, for one, would rather not brave a treacherous, slippery trail on foot. The peddler all being small is confusing enough, but those masks make it almost impossible to tell men from women, let alone guess their age. Oh my! Are these fluffy babies our mounts? The beasts are sure-footed, that's for certain. Why did it have to be alpacas? Snakes? Why did it have to be snakes, I guess? May I introduce you to our most dependable companion, the alpaca. Careful, they spit. These animals can traverse Urkopacha's steep mountain trails as if they were gentle fields, and all while carrying heavy loads. Our merchants would be lost without them. So they feel much the same niche as our chocobos back home. You don't have alpacas in Eorzea? Alpacas are native to Dawntrail. Eorzea has chocobos, and the Eastern lands have their horses. Why go to the trouble of breeding another pack beast in a place which ill suits its qualities, and where it's not needed anyways? But must we ride these little monsters? I get the impression you aren't fond of alpacas. When I was small, and being a bit naughty, I went around pulling on their wool. One of them spat on me, and it was the foulest stench you can imagine. I see. What do they like to ride? Alpacas are bred as mounts are inquisitive and docile. Even those without experience find them easy to handle. We're really doing this then. Poor Wu. So, was my information useful to you? Yes. Very helpful. Even if it wasn't what I wanted to hear. Good. I'll take my payment now. You want me to pay you? I guess I should have expected as much from a Pelu merchant. Let me see what I have on me. The Pelu value this act of spreading joy through trade, as you should know. Through trade, as you should know. They take pride in making deals that benefit both parties. Here you go. A fair price for your fair advice. Yes, I made a trade with Third Promise herself. My friends will never believe this. I shall be on my way now. I wish you safe travels. Off you go then, and thank you. The little duck mask helmet hat things are interesting. I better not get spit on again. You brought that on yourself. Remain calm and gentle, and so will they. I'm still not happy about this, but we need to ride alpacas to reach Urkopacha, and that's what we'll do. Daremo mite nai. And now we're in an instance. All riding alpaca. Dawntrail, Urkopacha. We got here on a... So yesterday it was raining, and now it's cloudy. This has been great weather for the start of my adventure.
見渡す限り山ばかりね。
ああ、中でもあの山は霊峰ソームアルを思わせるほどの異様だね。
What are you even looking at, man? I can't see anything because of the clouds.
大構造もヨカトラルの最高峰だと言われてる。ま、近づきがたい理由は他にもあるんだけどな。
That sounds a little frightening.
聞かせてもらっても？ああ、あの山は。
おや、あなたはウクラナと王女じゃないですかい。こんなところで何を。申し遅れました。私はトライアラで織物職人をしているゴロノックというもんでさ。
Okay.
よろしくな、ボロノック。私はペルペル族の集落に向かうところなんだ。
そいつは奇遇ですね。私もついさっき訪問してきたところなんですよ。いつもアルパカウールを売りに来るペルペル族にアルパカの牧場を見学させてくれないかと頼み込みましてね。牧場主とメスカルを飲み明かしながら上質なウールの作り方を教えてもらいましたよ。
Nice.
メスカルって？
Uh-oh.
アガベと呼ばれる花を蒸留して作るオルコパ茶特産の酒のことだ。
まあ酔っ払って気分が良くなったせいでアルパカウールを例年の3倍買うって契約しちまったんですが、その分負けてくれたからよしとしておきます。おっと、つい立ち話が長くなっちまった。それじゃあっしはこれで。そうそう、これだけは言っておきたかったんです。
Okay.
あっしは平和を大事にって王女の考えに賛同していましてね。継承の儀応援しておりますよ。
Aw.
今の話を聞く限りではペルペル族は商売人としてやり手のようだね。
Yeah, probably.
ああ、ペルペル族は繁華街を仕切ってるだけじゃなくトラル大陸中をアルパカに乗って練り歩く行商人の一族だ。話好きで口が回るからついつい乗せられて買い物をしてしまう者が後を絶たない。
この私はそう簡単にはいかないぜ。
Oh, she just jinxed it.
ペルペル族の集落バチュンペロは街道の分かれ道を下った先だぞ。間違えてはぐれるなよ。
バカにすんな。
Buccaneers. Don't treat me like an idiot. Alpacas! And now I can mount up. Hooray. And as usual, I'm going to run past everyone. And attune to the crystal so I don't forget. Because I don't want to forget. Alright, so that she's already gone in. I can see more buildings over by the. I can see more buildings down the path Ball Knuck was taking. I wonder what's over that way. Not it. I forget how to do response in this. Okay. I feel the change in altitude most keenly. While mayhap not to the same degree as the Sea of Clouds, the air is decidedly thin here. The palace crowds were more supportive for her brothers, but Wuklamat's peaceful politics do have their quiet adherents, I see. This is it. Watchin Pello, home of the Pele Pele. Wuklamat should have arrived before us. There she is. That's not good. You've come all this way for the rate of succession? Oh, so this means I'm exchanging words with the future Dawn Servant. Please, the outcome is far from decided, but it is a possibility. How fortunate then! That ideal and cloaks woven from especially luxurious alpaca wool. Such a garment would look magnificent when draped over the shoulders of our budding ruler. And a nation's ruler should dress her best for her adoring people, yes? Finery for our finest lady, that's right. Come, third promise. My well-stocked shelves are but a few steps away. Good grief. Finest lady? I like the sound of that. Alright, I suppose a quick look couldn't hurt. What did we just talk about? Aaronville, when did you... Oh boy. I'll have to sign away the whole country. Ah, Shatona from far Dawntrail? Northern winters are bitterly cold affairs, I'm told. I cannot imagine how you survived them without a lovely warm cloak of quality alpaca wool. No, thank you. I'm not in need of new clothes at the moment, and neither is the third promise. Perhaps another time. Of course, of course. My shop door is always open. You were saying something about not being easily charmed? I was just... As I mentioned previously, the Pello people live for bringing happiness through trade. They won't cheat you or sell you defective goods. They will, however, disarm you with their deft turns of phrase, and unwitting customers like Wuklamat fall prey to this affable approach time and time again. Your only recourse is a clear and firm refusal. They won't pursue the matter once should you make your disinterest plain. A valuable insight into the minds of the Pele Pele. Let us all take Erenvol's words of caution to heart. Alright. Nice little town. We're a little bit brighter right now. Of course, it is 10 o'clock at night in Eorzea, so... Alright, Elise. All these houses and buildings are made into Pelipulu size. And mine too, come to think of it. 'Twould seem the Pelipulu are also partial to coffee. Much like my wife. Wooklamad is lucky to have Erenville. Everyone, royalty especially, needs a friend unafraid to chide them when the need arises. I swear. I let her out of my sight for one moment. Traders of happiness. Wooklamad is ready to search out the Dawn Servant Selector. Not my finest moment, I'll admit. But now that we're here, let's do what we came to do. Find the Elector. Allow me to propose a strategy then. Kururu, Elise and I will speak to the merchants. Wooklamad, you and Erenville may try approaching travelers and passers-by. Celessa, pray investigate any of the other establishments which catch your eye. We learn aught of else. Should we learn aught of use, let us relate to the third promise. It's like they're in a ravine maybe here? I'll go talk to the alpaca keep over there in a second. Yeah, kinda hard to tell because of the cloudiness, but Alright, so we got the alpaca quarter now. Let me go ahead and fix my gear real fast. Eventually, I'll work on a job maxed out. Alright, impatient porter. Electors? Oh yes, I've heard all about the right of succession. They're looking to put a new ruler on the throne, eh? Personally, I'm rooting for Zaralja. If the first promise wins, he'll look to expand our sphere of influence. That means access to more resources and more customers. In the thousands column, potentially. So many new training opportunities to spread happiness far and wide. Others have been coming around to my way of thinking, so I've begun crafting goods inspired by the resilient sun. Would you care to purchase something? No, thank you. Very well. You said you wanted to know about the Elector? I could help you, but I won't. I can tell you're no supporter of Zaralja or his policies. Well, at least the dude's honest. They're so fluffy. That one's out cold. Mablu. Hello there, I'm Mablu. Did you have a question for me? Sorry, I don't know about any electors. You should take a moment to see our prize alpacas before you leave, though. Oh, but be sure to admire them from a respectable distance. Get too close, and our nervous darlings may be tempted to spit on you. And that stuff stinks. It happened to be visiting buyer not long ago. Toby, that's the head rancher. Not so long ago. Toby, that's the head rancher, was so mad at me for not giving proper warning. No one makes a mistake without Toby noticing. He knows everything that happens on this ranch. Huh. Cute, right? I'm gonna guess that we get a alpaca mount at some point, because of course we're gonna get an alpaca mount at some point. Gemstone trader. I'm pleased to report that my stall is open for business. Though I do not accept Pell or Gil, bicolored gemstones are most welcome. Okay, cool. Alpaca fillet. Mega Magui pineapple and silver lobo hide. Interesting. Alright, so... excuse me. Distillery worker. The Dawn Servant's Elector. I thought you were a new face in town. Here for the race of succession, I take it. Me, I don't much care who sits on the throne as long as they keep Terrell peaceful. People tend not to be in the mood to relax and sip our excellent mezcal once the arrows and spears start flying, if you know what I mean. Speaking of which, would you like a cup? A joy shared is a joy doubled, I say. I don't drink alcohol anymore. Oh, right, yes. You're asking about the Electra business. Being but freshly returned from my training route, I've heard there's a contest afoot, but not much else. Our head ledger, Toby, could probably tell you more about it. I like how at one point you take a drink from someone and it knocks you out, so from that point on you're always paranoid about taking drinks from people. Alright, well, Lamont. You really have to watch yourself around these silver-tongued peddlers. I almost bought a bottle of mezcal and a stack of blankets. And then there was this enchanting ornament. Anyway, I did manage to learn that Toby is the man to talk to about the contest. Now, if we only share where this head ledger of theirs is to be found. Really? 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 He's also the head rancher? Well, the alpaca ranch is not far from here. I shall be paid to visit before the others return. Come back here, Wook. Don't leave without me. Oh, which reminds me. Is it time to start playing? Yes, it is, I think. Since no one's really watching anyways. Y'all are gonna aggro on me. Hello, Ether Current number 1. It's my first Ether Current of the game. Alright. I'm gonna guess the others are pretty far away. Yeah, that's not. I'm not gonna go all the way down there just for another Silver Lobo. Let's not mess with the wolves, shall we? Alright. Alright, there's Wuklamot again. Back already? Yes, I am. That is a lot of alpacas. Still, we know the head ledger could be here could be here somewhere. I can't let fear deter me. Not to say I'm scared, of course. The look on Celeste's face, she's like, uh-huh. Excuse me, is one of these workers Toby? Or is it Toby or Toblee? I look like Toblee, actually. Sorry. Toblee? Oh, yes. He likes to mingle with the ranch hands and keep an eye on things. I can't tell you which one he is, though. You can't? Is this part of the contest? All I can say is that Toblee often mentions his favorite punting subject. He also can't resist a profitable trade, though Humongous could. Am I right? Still, if you bring him a very good deal, he might let the identity slip. Heh, so it's like a game. Easy enough. All I have to do is offer Toblee a deal he can't ignore. No problem at all. Well, maybe one problem. I don't think my purse is deep enough to pay everyone we think might be Toblee. Let's ask some questions first and narrow down the field. Great. We can meet back here and share our impressions. Well, obviously I'm not Toblee. I mean, oops. I shouldn't have said that. You're meant to find out for yourself who Toblee is, or if an elector is even in the village at all. Good luck! Well then. Ah, visitor from across the salt, if I'm not mistaken. Be warned, the alpacas will spit if you startle them. I suggest you keep your movements slow and deliberate. You think I might be Toblee? Well, maybe I am. All I will say is that in this village, none have read more alpacas than I. I'll snip out the head ledger in a heartbeat. You'll see. Am I Tobley? Yes. Yes, that's me. Excellent work from the third promissory entourage. Sharp instincts. Shall we commence the rite of succession, then? Well, wild-eyed alpaca. The beast regards you with wary eyes and a twitching jaw. Backing away slowly may be the wisest course of action. Christopher Doshtanal. Rav Lu. We spoke with Yavli yonder. He loves the alpacas dearly, but the feeling does not appear to be mutual. Not with this lot, at any rate. Alpacas are sensitive creatures. Many of the goods for caring for them come at a great cost, but that is a small price to pay for their happiness. Alright. Alright, well, no one's really watching right now, so I can just go ahead and check something. I see we're both done with our interrogations. So, who do you think it is? I have my suspicions, but let's hear your pick. I think it's the diligent ranch hand myself. Ah, the workers so intent on stable chores. I had my eye on that one too. Time to rip the mask off our mystery ranch hand, so to speak. We know it's you, Tobley, and to prove it, I propose a deal. A generous sum of coin for confirmation of your true identity. An offer I gladly accept. As you've correctly guessed, I am indeed Tobley, head ledger Wachinpello, and head rancher of the family ranch. I am also one of Gulul Joja's chosen electors. Aha, in a place featured in this Toliol style guide, just as we thought. I was right to trust in your instincts, and I wager this won't be the last time. She found you out fair and square, Tobley. And I'm glad she did. Would have been a pity had her bid ended here. So what's the challenge then, other than that? Oh my goodness, he talks fast. Uh-oh. Well, this is gonna go one of two ways, probably. without violence, preferably.
お前が頭取だな。
問いかけるまでもなく当ててみせるとは。いやいや、お見事です。
That voice does not match that face, you creep.
お二人を試すような真似、失礼しました。早速始めましょう。試練の説明を。
There's supposed to be a very short race of people.
And I feel like the lip flap is off.
A little bit, yeah.
Which is a weird thing for me personally to complain about, but here we are.
連合からは伺っております。どんな試練を出すも私の自由と。いろいろ考えましたが、これにしますよ。
Okay.
Blink, blink.
捕まえてきてください、アルパカを。
You're having fun.
Capture an alpaca.
I'll get right on that.
Yeah, well.
Christopher Donkin, rotten little big dog, get out of my face. Ow! Oh, you're wrecked.
私は少しばかり苦手だけどさ、アルパカって人懐っこい動物なの？だから難しい試練じゃなさそうだね。
You're the one getting yourself in trouble.
それでは連れてきてください、あの子。
Alright.
The example.
Slow step.
このアルパカは特別な個体でしてね。少し近づいてみてくれますか、ウクラマタ王女。
私がか？まあ何もしなきゃ何もしてこねえよな。エレンビルもそう言ってたし。
Slowly, slowly. Ugh. Oh my goodness.
Oh, no.
Well.
Just look.
アルパカは臆病なのに好奇心旺盛という相反する性質を持っています。
Extremely curious and extremely cowardly.
そして怖がっている時に無理に近づこうとすると唾を吐きかけてくるのです。威嚇のために。とっても臭いですよ、アルパカの唾は。混じっていますからね、未消化の食べ物が。唾は外敵を追い払うための彼らの武器なのです。
Oh my.
特にその子みたいな谷に生息する野生種は臆病で攻撃的なんだ。その分強いけどね、足腰も。
Uh-huh.
頑丈な体の野生種と温厚な心の家畜種、その2つを掛け合わせることで生み出してるんです。行商人が求める重い荷を運べて扱いやすいアルパカを。
なるほど、よくわかったぜ。今の説明で別に唾を浴びせる必要はなかった気がするが。
野生のアルパカの捕獲、それが試練か。
お察しの通りです。しかしアルパカの捕獲は見た目ほど簡単ではありません。万全の準備をするといいでしょう、お仲間と共にね。そうそう、一つ言っておきますが、野生種が生息する谷に立ち入っていいのは継承候補者だけ。アルパカが見てくれるわけですよ。時代の王として指摘を得るのにふさわしい顔ね。
ツバハキアルパカを捕まえる？王を選ぶ試練がそんなのでいいのか？
連王から好きに決めていいと言われてるのでね。
Really does not match the look there.
継承の儀を最後まで進めばわかるかもしれないですよ。この試練の隠された目的が。
I see.
行くぞ。すぐに終わらせる。
ちょっと言ったでしょ。野生のアルパカは簡単に捕まれないと。すべてです。しかるべき準備を。
所詮は獣。力でねじ伏せるのみだ。
All yield the strength, huh?
これまでなんとなく苦手だったアルパカだけどさ、今日ではっきりと嫌いになったぞ。
Man, I hope it doesn't bring back a corpse of an alpaca or something.
アルパカがなんだ？唾さえかけられなければあんな動物。
Let's talk to the others and prepare.
ウクラマトの壮絶な悲鳴が聞こえてきたが、
この私が悲鳴なんかあげるかよ。ちょっと驚いて声を出ただけだ。
A startled yelp.
それを悲鳴って言うんだろう。
連王の戦者は見つかったの？
ああ、実はな。
Alright. I was impressed with how easily Zoral jumped on totally, but also sort of frightened. I've done my duty and assigned the clinics to their feet. Rest is up to them. Judging by the volume of Wilklamut's scream, alpaca expectoration must have a nasty odor indeed. I'm content to remain ignorant of the smell. Yeah, I don't blame you there. So this is our software lector. Zoral puts me in mind of Garlemald's own exalted son. Of the two, though, Xenos was undeniably more arrogant. And now it's snowing. Well then. I did say staying calm was the key, but the same rules don't apply to wild alpacas. I had to go wash that nasty stuff off my face. I think I got all of it. But would you mind taking a sniff from me, just to make sure? The stench has ruined my sense of smell. Hey, I saw that look. Oh, poor kid. So, can you still smell it? Be honest. Mountain chromite cancer cover. The Feet of Gold. Arendelle wishes to discuss the Feet of Gold. As Wook helped demonstrate, the Valley Alpaca are wary of people. Getting close enough to catch one will not be an easy task. You might have warned me about that earlier. I have enough trouble with tame alpacas. How do you expect me to wrangle a wild one? With the proper saddle. We infuse leather with a relaxing scent that soothes the spinning beast. Wonderful. Give me one of those then. Have you perhaps forgotten that we are a clan of merchants? If you want a taming saddle, then you'll need to find a saddler and make them an offer. They don't come cheap, of course. Crafting a saddle will cost you the equivalent of 10 pel. In the thousands column. You mean 10,000 pel? I don't have that kind of coin. Converting to gil, that comes to around 1 million or so. Maybe we all pitch in. No, this is my feat to accomplish. I wouldn't feel right about having others pay the cost. I'll find the money. Somehow. In that case... that basket of wool is worth the sum you paid me earlier. 1 pel in the hundreds column. Beginning with the wool, you can trade for ever more valuable goods until you have something suitable to bargain with for the saddle. Ah, we're playing the paperclip game. That's a nice gesture. But you think you can turn 100 pel into 1 million? That's 10,000 times more. We need 10,000 pel, not 1 million. So we're looking at 100 times more. Oh, right. I panicked and got confused with Alphanod's million gil. I'm not so sure about this trading idea. You were almost talked into buying a cloak you didn't need mere moments before after you arrived. But I hate it when you're right. Then let me help you with your deal making. Oh, hello again. Mablu. I work here as a ranch hand, but I've also learned a lot about the peddler profession. It's alright if I hate them now, yes? I guided the claimants towards the first step of the feat, just like you asked. As long as Lamont goes alone to capture her alpaca, she is free to accept assistance from whoever she likes. Hooray! Now let's see about getting that settled then, Third Promise. I don't know why you made your offer, but I could use an ally with a beak for bargains. Welcome aboard, Mablu. Should the rest of us stay behind then? It may be easier to haggle prices with so many voices chiming in. Yes, stay here and pitch in with the ranch work. With Mablu gone, I'll need extra hands to tend to the alpacas. Gladly. Although, Celessa, I think you should go with Wook. You've seen markets and bazaars the world over, and surely have sage advice to share. Maybe. In that case, you should also hold on to the alpaca wool. If it's misplaced or soiled in some way, you'll have nothing to bargain with. As if I'd do such a thing. But I'll leave the wool with the clothes anyways. It's better keep my hands free. To begin, I suggest we trade the wool to Havel, the saddler. He won't agree to the deal, of course, but it'll give us an idea of how much he'll accept for his wares. Alright. Mablu hasn't given up, I see. So she has a dream too. Turning 100 pel worth of wool into 10,000 pels into a 10,000 pel saddle is exactly the kind of suggestion I'd expect from a head of a merchant clan. I'd worry if it was just Wook, but it sounds like Mablu knows a thing or two about trading. I have every confidence you'll come back with a saddle. Tending alpacas, are we? I had some experience with that when I was younger. Alright, so... Just 1 second, I need to turn the AC off really fast. Again, I'm not sure who I'm apologizing to. No one's actually watching right now, but oh well. Maybe I'll stop in a little bit then, just so I've got some more stuff to do next week. What is... What is with this chocobo here? Huh. Okay. Well. Is it really possible to make 100 times what the wool's worth just through trading? It is. You just have to know how. Something I can do for you? We've come to bargain. I need one of your special chaining saddles to catch a wild alpaca. A saddle, is it? And how will you be paying for it? With this basket of fine alpaca wool. What use does a saddle maker have for wool? Besides, this would barely cover the cost of a single strap buckle. Offer me something I actually want. And what might that be? Mezcal. I like to nurse the cupboard the day's in while I inspect my finished work. Bring me a jug of quality stuff, and you've got yourself a deal. This bodes well for us, Third Promise. Such mezcal can be only ahead for 5 pala in the thousands column. Hold on. Did you say Third Promise? Then my offer has changed. The saddle's going to cost you a jug of premium mezcal, aged 3 years at least. 3 years? That stuff is valued at 10,000 pel or more. Why have you doubled the price? Because I must support the man of ambition who will see my business proper. Zoral Jal will go to war, and his cavalry will need saddles. Lots of saddles. It's nothing personal, Third Promise. But I won't sell you my craft for anything less than my asking price. Well, that's going to be something we're going to be running into for a while. Can't say that I blame him. I'm known for championing peace. And peace is unlikely to bring in more customers. Those of our grandparents' generation remember the dark days when the clans were at war. Many of these Pelu pray for your victory, Wuklamot. The younger ones, though, to them, strife and bloodshed are as children's stories. They think themselves safe from these horrors and take the peace we now enjoy for granted. Still others are unsatisfied with this quiet prosperity and crave the future the second promise envisions. They've become obsessed with innovations like the dirigibles that have made trade swift and easy. Then you have those like Havli, convinced that the first promise's plans for conquest will afford them opportunities for great profit. But what about you, Mablu? Aren't you of the younger generation? At least a year or two younger than me, I'd say. Oh, I was raised on old tales. I memorized the accounts of what it was like when the Yokoi ruled our village. That's why I offered to help. I want you to become Dawn Servant, to keep our nation from going back to the way it was. Well, then, I guess I better be sure I win the contest. But the type of mezcal the saddle maker wants is so very expensive. Weren't we expecting to need 10,000 pellet from the outset? Nothing's changed. We just need to get on with it. I may not have the head for trade, or the stomach for alpacas, but I won't give up with the piece of Talila on the line. Then neither will I. We will make you the Dawn Servant. Aiming for that 10,000 pel jug right away will only bring us failure and frustration. So let's first try exchanging the wool for anything even a touch more valuable. Paperclip game. The trick is to find someone who needs alpaca wool and is willing to trade at a loss to acquire it. Someone who supports your bid for the throne, for instance. That dude, wherever he went. Of course, the Weaver. Balnock was his name, I believe. He went out of his way to say he agreed with my vision, and he was here to buy wool. I think I remember the direction he was going, but for now, let's head back to the road we first met him. Alright. Corpse dancer. Oh my. Whoa, what the hell? Huh. Okay. Alright. No one's really watching right now. And actually I'm kind of tired, so I think I'll go ahead and stop for now. And this way, I still have most of this quest chain to keep going for next week's stream. So, for anyone who's watching the VOD, thank you for watching. Hope you had a good time. Take care, and we will talk next week. See you this tomorrow for my Sunday streams, or see you next Friday for more Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail. Good night, everyone.